Hi everybody, welcome back to Weather Now, and in this video we're going to take a look at the current storm that we have that's moving across the U.S. and how it can affect the United States as a whole through the threat of severe flooding and severe storms that can produce hail and tornadoes. We'll take a look at the pattern, and then we'll look at how much rain you can get over your neck of the woods, and then we'll get on out of here. If you like the weather, hit the like button, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. Let's get right into it. So first, we're going to take a look at the satellite imagery for the United States, and you can see you have that big red thing in the middle of your screen moving eastwards over the United States, and that is our current storm. And now we're going to take a look at the watches and warnings that the National Weather Service has put out. So you see that in the middle of the U.S. in that green and the red right there, which that storm is, we already have flood watches, flood warnings in the red, and you also have flood warnings and watches over here in the eastern U.S. right there into Pennsylvania and in those states. And the reason that is because this pattern setting up is very supportive of flow of the jet stream from kind of dips down and will bring some severe storms. And you can see on a radar view that big blob of orange in the middle of your screen. That's the current storm that we're looking at, and this is in 6-hour increments, if you're wondering. So that's 6 hours, bang, and then you, as I take this through, you see it kind of moves eastward and develops a low pressure system over the mid-Atlantic, and that continues to push eastward, and then it develops a line of severe storms that will affect the mid-Atlantic and southeast tonight to tomorrow, and that will bring the chance for flooding, hail, and even tornadoes. And you can see the pattern is not going away. It will continue to drop lots of thunderstorms. And you can see we have some snow up here in the northwest. If that is where you live, you could be dealing with some snow here coming in the next week. So SPC outlooks for day 1, you see that it has a 3 out of 6 risk for severe weather. Again, highlighted in those same areas that we talked about in the central, and then all the way up into the eastern. The whole eastern U.S. is lit up into those light greens, into the dark green, and then even into the yellow. What I'm really concerned about is, first of all, this chance of hail that we have in the mid-Atlantic, and then also over here in the west. But then also we have a chance for a big area for 45-mile-per-hour winds or higher, and that could be a very, very severe threat as well. Then taking a look at the excessive rainfall outlook, you see there's at least a 40% chance in that red area in the central U.S., and then it kind of lights up in that yellow and greens all the way up into the northeast, mid-Atlantic, and eastern U.S., and that is just saying if you have the chance to get above 3 inches of rain. So it kind of gives you a percentage, and then you can see in that area of red there's above a 40% chance for above 3 inches of rain. I'm taking a look here at the amount of rain that you could see over your neck of the woods. You can see in those blues in the area it's already raining, so there already is 2 inches, so the ground is very saturated, which is why I think flooding is such a big deal with this system. When you see over the next 2 days here, these purples are up to 2 inches, and then in the reds and yellows you have up to 3 to almost 6 inches here. In that big line all the way from the central moving all the way into the mid-Atlantic into Maryland, you have up to 5 inches of rain that could possibly fall in the Maryland coastline. So again, the ground's already saturated from this rain that's already falling, and on top of that we're going to get this much more. Flooding is going to be a big risk. And the last thing I want to take a look at is the HRRR model, which kind of does good in the short range. So we're going to take a look at that for the next 48 hours. Kind of does good at showing what the radar could actually look like. So again, here's that current storm system, and it'll continue to move east, and then the low pressure system pops up, and then you have those storms. It's not quite as widespread as the GFS, but again, you still have that line of storms moving into the mid-Atlantic and northeast tomorrow. So if you guys like the video, hit the like button. Other than that, I'll see you next time.